Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We are along the Parcel Islands in the South China Sea. Frank, on a mission here today. What can you tell us about this course?
Well, one thing, Rich, we don't want to fatigue out there, so I've got my battle gear on. Interesting layout ahead. Plenty of water. The island's there to be negotiated, navigated, and you never know what just might pop up during the course of the game.
And partner, let me just, before we get started, salute you.
I salute you too, Rich. You ready?
Ready. Aim.
Fire.
All right, Frank, here we go on the first hole, set for, dare I say, takeoff from this aircraft carrier.
Well, that's right, Rich. You really got to make sure that you get the right flight on this shot coming in because you want it to land soft on this opening hole. It's 186 yards to the middle of the green. Obviously, there's those palms and trees to the left of this green that have to be avoided. And, of course, you don't want a beach on the right. Plus, with Rory, the chat in the locker room, when you hear someone say, I couldn't hit that shot he just hit today, that's when you know you're different.
How about the two eagles he made in the final 3 holes Saturday, round 3, on his way to winning the Open Championship in 2014?
That was phenomenal. 16 was virtually unreachable for most of the field. 2 phenomenal shots. And obviously he's in a tussle with Ricky Fowler. And then to top it off, that 5-iron he hit into 18 was just, it never left the flagstick. Yeah, he has that ability just to hit the gas pedal at the right time.
So a tester from 4 feet. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
He has this attempt for par. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Now to the second hole, and Frank, I'd be happy to see something with just the normal amount of obstacles, say, a bunker, maybe a pond. Those would be rather benign compared to what we're seeing right here on this second hole.
Yeah, that's no love shack. That's a guard shack there on the right of this green, just past that bridge. So this green well protected on that right side. Of course, water adorns this island green, and tons of local fauna around the green. This is one green you do not want to miss. Surely not.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today. Even par currently.
In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under.
Whoops. Alert, alert, alert.
Frank, I've heard of a strong wind coming from out of the south-southeast, but this is something I've never seen.
Nearly destroyed this par 3.
Frank, this golf course is surrounded by water, just a few tiny islands strung together to create these 18 super cool looking par 3s.
Yes, Rich, and with all that water comes a lot of lost balls. When this base was still active, many of the soldiers would play the course in the tee box. They'd just get backed up really quickly. It was so bad that they created a local rule for balls in the water. So if you hit your ball in the water, you do what they've always done. You just drop one up next to the green and you take a stroke penalty. Pretty good rule. Should be safely on deck.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
This is a long birdie putt here, requires good judgment of the speed and the line. Just try to lag it down there. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. And so just getting started, even par so far. I mean, think about what you're saying here. I've called golf with you for a long time, Frank, and at bunkers and water hazards. You're talking about solar panels and guard towers. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm starting to go crazy calling this game, Rich. Might have to go into solitary if this keeps up.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. This will be a 14-foot putt here.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
This putt for par. Still playing even for the day after the par. Frank, you and I have called golf from around the world. Places like, well, the hot air balloon in the Grand Canyon comes to mind. This has been a rather unusual spot as well.
It is. I thought we'd be safe up here in the observation tower, Rich, but I don't know, with that boat coming in, or should I say the destroyer, I don't exactly feel safe right now. But we'll batten down the hatches as we watch the tee shot at the 5th. Oh, this is right at it.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. You have to make those from that distance. That hurts.
It's no snack, though.
Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Up to the 6th tee, Frank, and we're back against that destroyer. You need to take it over that small island.
Yeah, this is a little village too, and remember the double greens at St. Andrews? Well, this is a split double green. It's shared in amongst the village. The green on the right, very, very small. So this a very lengthy par 3. It's going to be a case of really ready aim driver for some.
This is a good-looking shot.
Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. Drops it, and he's at even par. Now on to the 7th, and Frank, this potentially a tricky hole.
Green well protected in the short and to the right there by that concrete blockade. Green lines up nicely, not overly long too, and really just a nice shot on target. Just be wary of the breeze though in case it's coming off the water. It'll blow it towards those palm trees.
And you don't want to get stuck down in the trenches either. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Shouldn't be a problem here. Has it, and that is birdie number 2 for the round. Frank should be feeling good after that birdie.
Obviously knows that the game is now in good shape. Let's see if he can add to that.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Frank, there's fairway, there's rough, and then there's mulch.
Yeah, the worst thing about the mulch is all these little chips around the ball and that, so the ball doesn't sit up. And once again, this shot might look easy, but if you just miss it a bit, it so exaggerates the outcome.
Frank, anytime you're inside 15 feet, you have to like your chances.
Yeah, our computer gives us 13 feet to be precise. Really? This is that awkward length.
Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th. He has a 12-footer here. Ooh, that hurts. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. 1 over for the day. Frank, it's been a real battle out here so far on the front 9. Let's finish it off in style here.
There's a great view just slightly right of the 9th green. Look out. Now, that's full of people. You might get the appropriate applause, maybe even a standing ovation, at least a salute. 150 yards approximately to that flag, but you have to be precise. And let's see how precise you can be.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. He can really get red hot with a putter. Let's see what McIlroy does. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Settles in over the putt. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, what a day of golf we saw out there around barricades and bomb shelters and battleships. Our commander on course performed admirably and, Frank, even at times heroically.
We've been stuck in trenches, Rich. We've seen boats be shipwrecked, but in the end, I think we diffused Parcel storm.
Objective achieved. Mission accomplished. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner signing off after a successful tour of duty at Parcel Storm in the South China Sea.